Greetings, mortals. I am Mephistopheles, one of the fallen angels. I am not the devil himself, merely a minion. My overlord is none other than Satan. The great thing about us demons is the variety. You never really get the same thing twice. It doesn't matter what you call us. All that matters is that you do. And you do. So many of you. Can anyone here really claim that they had a chance they would not return to their youth and rewrite their own history? Let me tell you the story of one such mortal. Someone who should have known better. A man by the name of Faust. Dr. Faust had reached a turning point in his life when he chose to give me a call. I can be extremely charming and persuasive when I choose to be, but there was little requirement where Faust was concerned, and he rather predictably chose to exchange his soul for all the usual things: youth, wealth, fame. But he wouldn't actually sign until I showed him the vision of a beautiful young woman spinning at her wheel, the delicious Margarita. There's nothing quite like the pastoral vision of a maiden at her manual labor to get the blood boiling. He signed pretty quickly after that. A temptation of the flesh, a fatal flaw on the part of man. So weak, so obvious, so wonderful. What followed were the usual sports in delivering my part of the bargain. Without upholding the agreement, I wouldn't be able to take him back down below. So, I transform Faust into a young man and take him off to get a drink and to meet Margarita. It transpires that her brother, Valentin, is just off to war, and she's given him a trinket to wear around his neck to protect him. Pathetic. I decided to goad him, and naturally being pumped full of Teutonic testosterone, he swings his sword at me. What could I do? The sword shatters in the air. A nice trick, I admit. And all his friends and compatriots go into a frenzy of fear, seeing me as some kind of demon and trying to ward me off with signs of the cross like some band of retarded yokels. Luckily, they go away, and Faust gets a chance to ask Margarita to dance, which she politely refuses. She plays a little hard to get. I like that. So, we have to raise the game a little. Annoyingly, but I do like a challenge, another suitor appears in the form of Sibyl, who brings Margarita a bouquet. How sweet. Flowers are no competition for the gifts I produce on Faust's behalf. An enchanting box of jewels. She is won over, of course. They kiss, and one thing leads to another. Things get wonderfully unpleasant from this point on. Margarita has a baby, is abandoned by Faust and ostracized by her village. Her brother Valentin, on returning and hearing of her shame, gets into a little squabble with Faust. Fatally wounded, he dies, condemning his sister to hell for eternity. I couldn't have planned it any better. Margarita runs to a cathedral and prays. I try to stop her doing this, but she succeeds, and I'm forced to curse her. Faust tries to escape me, but I show him another vision of Margarita, and he cries out for her. By this point, the poor wretch Margarita is in prison for killing her own child. With my help, I get the keys to the cell and reunite them. Well, call me a sentimental old fool, but I feel I can get two souls for the price of one. I love a bargain. As I'm attempting to persuade them to follow me, and by this point I am certain of my success, Margarita calls to heaven for divine protection, which she gets. Damn! 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 I did not see that one coming. Faust drops to his knees as we watch her soul float upwards. I hate the fact that God forgives people! It's just so unreasonable! Oh well, some you win, some you lose. My boss won't be very happy. Whether you vote me out of the balloon or not is of no great concern to me. I've already fallen to earth once, and from a much greater height.